Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sanatana Dharmam is a gift given by the Vedas. It is the need of the hour for us to understand the meaning of this word Sanatana Dharma and the purport of this word Sanatana Dharma. Being we are the followers of the Sanatana Dharma, we are all called as Sanatana Dharmis, who believe the Vedas, who respect the Vedas, and try to follow the teachings of the Vedas. They are called Sanatana Dharmis. Now, before entering into the meaning of this particular word, Sanatana Dharma has got three small words together: Sana, Tana, and Dharma. Each word has got a specific meaning. Sana means eternal, which is beyond the time, not in a particular time, to a particular place, or to a particular people, but it is eternally is there. Sana. And when the word Tana is added to that, according to the Panini's Sanskrit grammar and all those rules, this Tana gives more emphasis and the importance to the time scale. Kalavachi Shabdaha Tana. Already the Sana meaning itself is eternal, but to give more emphasis on that eternity, that means which is not bound by not only the time, Desha Kala Vastu, or past, present and future. There is no such kind of any effect on that particular teaching. So, which is beginningless and the endless, eternal, beyond the time, is called Sanatana. And Dharma word also has got a specific meanings. All these three together, Dharma means a way of life or a code of conduct which should be followed by every human being. That is more important. So that dharma, that particular samskriti, or which is even called as the prakriti niyamam, the cosmic law, being dharma word is a very, very broad, integrated, broad spectrum word. I will come to that word explanation further later. So altogether, Sanatana Dharma, a code of conduct or a way of life, the values which should be followed by everybody without respect of time, space, and time, place, and the person. Now, the general wrong notion about the Sanatana Dharma means this caste system and all those things and inferior superior complexes are told in that. This is all mispropaganda, misunderstood way of interpretation. Ashrama dharmas are prescribed, but not to divide the society or make the differences and show the inferior superior complexes. The purpose of Varna Ashrama dharmas are meant for to run the society very smoothly and harmoniously and live together. Each one of you support each other. That's it. So, our Vedas, Sanatana Dharma, never advocate the differences in the name of either Varna or Ashrama. But this is a gradation according to the nature and the profession, swabhava of the person, these categories. Because every person cannot be the same, every plant is not same, and every creature is not the same. There are 84 lakhs of different species in the creation of the God, which science doesn't know, but the Vedas Shastra tells 84 lakhs of varieties, not number, varieties of species. Now, among so many living beings, why this human life is so precious, valuable, and this dharma is told only to the human beings, not to any animal, because the animals doesn't have free will. They have to live according to the nature's law. That's it. They have no any uh, willpower to do. They have no choice. But human being is the crown of the creation. Being he is the crown of the creation. This is the best instrument to accomplish the four Purusharthas which are told in our Shastra. Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Possible only to the human beings. Therefore, the Dharma is meant for to follow by the human beings. And it is like a manual. Before the creation itself, this manual is ready. Before any machine releases into the market, how to use it, what are the precautions should be taken, there is a booklet. Which is called user manual. Like that, these Vedas are the manuals given to the human beings. By following them, you can flourish, you can live in a better way, the better life and better living, the better health, otherwise, better living, better health, the health of the physical, mental, emotional, and the social and spiritual health. Even if we want to talk about the health, all these angles, factors should be taken into consideration. Now, to tell about this glory of the greatness of the human body, human birth, and the difference between the other animals and the human being regarding this dharma, there is a nice Shubhashitam which says, Ahara Nidra Bhayamaidhunancha Samanyametat पशुभिर्नराणाम् धर्मो हि तेषाम् अधिको विशेषः धर्मेण हीनाः पशुभिः समानाः. The meaning of this Subhashita is eating, sleeping, and getting fear for our security protection and copulation, enjoying with the male, female, and producing the children. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam, Maithunam. All these are common in every living being. Every living being, living being wants to enjoy and be happy, protect itself from others, and it also procreate and produce their children. So there is no any difference absolutely regarding this general way of living. All living beings live with this food, eating, sleeping, procreating, and having the fear for their protection, security. But out of this, dharmam is the adhika vishesham, the extraordinary extra thing is given to the human beings. If the human being is not following this dharma, then is equal to the animal. That is the meaning of this Subhashita. So we must know the importance of this dharma to understand and to follow in a broad sense. Now, when I said here the Sanatana word after joining both of them, and I said it is a Kalavachi Shabda which it tells about the beyond the time, not determined by the time, and that's why this Tana word, if you add Chirantana, Puratana, Nirantana, we won't say Nirantana, but we will say Nirantara. The same way, in one day, Sayantana, that means evening time. Sayankalam also we say, but Sayantana, Adhyastana, and Swastana. That means yesterday, today, evening, morning. So this Tana word is indicating the Kala. But Sana added in the prefix before, so it is a beyond the time. When it is said beyond the time, then it should be a way of life or the prescription, and it is not a religion. The next point, Dharmam is not a religion. Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma is not a religion. Religion means matam. Mata means in Sanskrit abhiprayam. Abhiprayam is my opinion. That opinion born out of the man and manas, then it is called mata. So mata means to think, to believe, imagine, and conceive. This is my opinion. These opinions can be many because there are many human brains, and somebody will come and that my opinion is correct, your opinion is wrong. If many minds and many opinions are there, all those things can become a religion. That is the problem. There is a fight because in the name of the religion all over the world. But here, the followers of Sanatana Dharma, we not belong to any religion. We are the Sanatana Dharmis. But what about the Hindu religions, sir? This Hindu word and the Hindu religion, the words are necessarily used later when the other religions are crop up. Otherwise, Hindu is not a religion. Hindu is a way of life. Who are follows the Sanatana Dharma, believes the Vedas, respect the Vedas, they are called Sanatana Dharmis and Hindus. That's why in Hindu, Sanatana Dharma religion, if you call religion, nothing wrong for the present context. But remember that our Sanatana Dharma is not a religion, because when you say religion, it is a abhiprayam. The abhiprayams, opinions can keep on change. Like one scientific invention is replaced by and proved wrong by the next another invention. But this Sanatana Dharma is not told by any person by his mouth, it is said by the Vedas. Then Vedas are considered as the Apaurushayam. They are uttered by, they are the breathing of the Supreme Spirit or the Paramatma. So we cannot separate the Bhagavan, Paramatma and the Vedas and his respiration. Bhagavan is with the words of the speech of the Bhagavan. The words of the Bhagavan is the Vedas. What they say? They teach us Shastram. They are called Shastram. Shastra means Shashanat iti Shastram, which guides, governs, dictates, and asks us to live in this way. But again, this governing and dictating and controlling uh, is not meant for to make us to suffer, only for our abhyudaya shreyas, for our material prosperity and the spiritual prosperity. For both the sake, this Sanatana Dharma, Vedas are prescribing so many good things for the human beings to follow. That's why it is not told by any person by his mouth. They are called Apaurushayam. Therefore, this Sanatana Dharma followers we are, and we are all Hindus. Nothing wrong to. Then why to call as a Hindu again? The Hindu word calling all these also maybe came further later. You will never see in the Puranas or the our Shastras the Hindu word or anything. That is coined and later developed because of the Hindu, Sindhu, the rivers in between. Now I will give some meanings about calling this Hindu Dharma or Hindu Desham and Hindu, but religion we should be very careful to say. Okay, that's why we are not against to anybody. Our religion never say this is only correct and you follow this. If you don't follow this, we will convert you or we will kill you. We never say. We never say. Even we never done such kind of actions, barbaric actions in the past. That's why our concept is the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one family. So the modern people, the politicians need not to come and teach us the universal brotherhood and all that. You see, all our Vedic prayers are all the prayer collectively for the welfare, goodness of the entire world. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarve sanmangalani sant means what? We have any narrow-mindedness as the people have now. And because it is limited to the human mind opinion, which is not suits to everybody, and claiming and fighting for that and to prove that our religion is great, a lot of bloodshed is taking place. Yes, even now we are so advanced, developed scientifically and technologically, all that, but still there is this virus of religion is so much powerfully working now also. But unnecessarily criticizing and commenting and degrading about this Sanatana Dharma, people are talking nowadays. Therefore, it is a need of the hour for us Sanatana Dharmis to know what exactly it is. That's why today's this discussion. Now, I said Hindu is not a religion. Hindu word is also a dharma. Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. Whoever follows Sanatana Vaidika Dharma, they are called Sanataniyas or Hindus. By calling Hindu, again, there is a beautiful meaning behind it. This Hindu Dharmam, Hindu. Who is Hindu? Heenam Dushayati iti Hindu. Himsam Dushayati iti Hindu. Heenam means living in a disgusted and animalistic manner who doesn't like Heenam. Living like animal or the devil who doesn't like, who never follow that, Heenam Dushayati. Who never likes, who hates to live like animal or the devil, or himsam dush, who doesn't like to like the violence is called Hindu. Himsam dushayati iti Hindu. Hindus never like the violence, following the violence. That's why we have given a place to all kinds of people, all kinds of aviprayams. That's why all religions are flourishing here. Even from the Sanatana Vaidika Dharma, Hindu Dharma itself, there are so many offshoots like Jaina, Buddha, Sikh Matas. But unfortunately, they are all claiming again their own religion. Some prophet came in a particular period of time and he told some good things. But instead of taking those good things and which are already told in the Vedas and speaking the truth, is good for everybody, everywhere, all the time. No, no, no. Only in this century, people have to speak truth. And in our country, after 2025, no need to speak the truth. Is it like that? It will change anytime. So the laws, the values, which it doesn't change, never change, cannot be changed. Those values based lifestyle is called dharma. That is, that was there, that is there, that is going to be there. Then Hindu means we have to understand in that such a way. Then another geographical meaning also this Hindu, when you say from the Himalayas where the Sindhu Nadi flows, from that onwards up to the Hindu Mahasamudram, from Himalaya mountains to and the Hindu Mahasamud Paryantam. The people in between, whoever lives, follows this Vaidika dharmas, they are called Sanatana Dharmis, they are called Hindus. So, even if you derive and take that meaning, Hindu is a good meaning only it is giving, not as a religion, not as a religion. Whenever you claim that we are Veda Bhahyas, Vedas are not necessary for us, what our master said only. You see, even Rama, Krishna, these avatars, okay, but Rama, Krishna never uh, said anything against to the Vedas. They always quote our ancients, our Purvikas, They all, the wise people said like this, our Shastras told like this. The both of them quote that only. If you see Ramayana or the Krishna's Mahabharata, Bhagavatam. So let us be very clear about the Hindu word meaning. Hindu is not a religion, but it is a Sanatana Dharma only. Now, being these opinions are born from the human mind in a particular period of time, they definitely will die in a particular period of time. If that is the thing, then this fighting will be continued. And whose opinion is great? That question will come always. Whose opinion is? There are so many opinions. How to prove or say which opinion is correct? Who will decide that? For that only we depend and believe on the Vedas. Vedas are not talked only to a particular period of time, to a particular set of people who are living in this particular place. No, not like that. It is universal. That's why Sanatana Dharma is the for the welfare of the entire humanity. Sanatana Dharmam Lokakshemardham. Now, so this Sanatana Dharma, it never decay, it never die. It will be there. As like these moon, stars and sun and the rivers, the ocean, the wind, as like these Pancha Mahabhutas are functioning according to their dharma, swabhava, and that is the Sanatana Dharma also will be eternal. So eternal knowledge, we can say Sanatana Dharma or the eternal teaching which should be followed by the human beings forever. Whether we accept it or not, whether you like it or not, but it is the good of welfare, benefit of the every human being. Now, let us see the source of the Sanatana Dharma. We are talking Veda, Veda, Veda. Veda means Shruti. Now, I will totally take the 5 different angles, 5 sources by which on which we have to depend and take it as the authority. Authority. First is the Shruti. Shruti means Vedam. Vedam is the Moolam, origin. Then about this Sanatana Dharma word is spoken of in a different from different angles because life is a multi-dimensional, multifaceted project. Life. So naturally, the dharma is spoken from different angles to apply to the entire human lives. Therefore, now I will take Mahanarayana Upanishad. Vedam means there is a Purvakanda also, Uttarakanda Vedantam also. First we will take from the Mahanarayana. Upanishads are called Vedanta. Then we will come to see the Purva Mimamsa or the beginning portions of the Vedas, what they said about the Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. In this Mahanarayana Upanishad, Jnana Sadhana, there is a particular portion to indicate and tell about that Jnana Sadhana. There are so many different headings, different paragraphs will come in it. In that, there are some headings which comes like this: Satyam Paramam Vadanti, Tapah Paramam Vadanti, Dhamma paramam vadanti. That means parama means it is talked of as the supreme. It is a great, glorious one. What? Satyam, speaking the truth, and self-discipline, tapas, and controlling of the senses, paramam vadanti. Shama paramam vadanti. Controlling of the mind, calming down the mind, keeping the mind peaceful is called as the supreme sadhana. Dhanam param vadanti. Giving the charity. Prajananam paramam vadanti. Procreating the children is also considered as the a glorious action because the Vedic Santati, Veda Santati, Rishi Parampara continues. So, for producing the children, you must feel proud. Prajananam Paramam Vadanti. But which kind of children, progeny, should be a Veda Santati. That are the mantras that a priest will read in the chant in the time of the marriage, Hindu marriage. Agnihotram Paramam Vadanti. See, once upon a time, in every Hindu Grihastha, Brahmachari and Grihastha, both of them have got the duty of the doing the Agnihotram every day. It is considered as the basic and minimum and important ritual. Based on that, many other things all will happen. Agnihotram. Of course, nowadays we cannot see this entire Vedic culture in practice, but still the values cannot go anywhere. You need not to remove the values, even though now Varna Dharma is completely not visible. Ashrama Dharma is also not visible, but still Varna Dharma keep it side. But to follow the value, what is the problem? That ashrama dharma also, there is no problem to follow. Ashrama dharma means what? When you are a student, how to lead a student life. When you are a married person, how to lead a married life. After that, how to retire. Retire lifestyle means vanaprastha. And then completely you are renouncing that sannyasa ashrama. So ashrama dharmas can be applied now also, not exactly in the same way, but with the same motive and the, the same attitude that can be applied. So that is good only. So even though practically they are not visible outside. So Agnihotram. Then Manasam Paramam Vadanti. So altogether the mental attitude, right notions in the mind, right understanding in the mind is very important because that only finally determines and gives support to all this. Then at the end, the Mahanarayana Upanishad says in this particular context, Dharmam Paramam Vadanti. For this word cycle, I am quoting that Dharmam is considered as a Paramam Vadanti. So dharmam word now we are going to elaborate more and more based on the Shruti. As I told just now, dharma word also we have to see in a, different dimensions. It is not just like the casual usual word. Dharma means doing some charity, helping something, giving some money to construct the temple, giving some money for annadanam. That is not only dharma. In the Purusharthas also, four accomplishments of the human being, Dharma is kept in the beginning. Based on Dharma only, your Artha, earning of the money should be there. Based on the Dharma only, you can enjoy and fulfill your desires. Ultimately, Dharmam meant for the moksha. That point will come again later. I will tell you. Now here, Mahanarayana Upanishad, the Dharma word. I am not just quoting because they are there already. I know all of them, so I am telling that don't think in that way. The, the greatness, the depth of this word dharma In fact, you cannot translate any equal word in any language, particularly in English, to the Dharma. It is such a deep and significant word, pregnant with meaning, Dharma. So better to use word with Dharma. Anyhow, some meanings I am giving. Now, when it talking about the Dharma, the Mahanarana Upanishad, a beautiful description comes there. See, that paragraph I will read. Dharmo vishvasya jagatah pratishtha loke dharmishtam praja upasarpanti dharmena papam apanudati dharme sarvam pratishtitam tasmat dharmam paramam vadanti. You know why the dharma is called as a paramam supreme? Like this paragraph, there are the paragraphs for each one. Satyam, tapam, damam, shamam, all that. But here our important discussion is because of dharma. I am reading only that particular. What is the simple meaning of this paragraph? I will tell you. This entire world is moving, living, supported by the dharma. Because of the dharma only in the world, based on the dharma only, the people are living, should live. By following the dharma, the human beings can uh, cleanse their sins, get it off from their purva adrishta, papams and all that, so they can go to the better worlds. That's why everything is based on the centered on the dharma. Therefore, dharma is called as the paramam. Now, in Kathopanishad, here the dharma word is used to indicate the Brahman or the Paramatma. Devairatrapi vichiksitam pura. There is a dialogue between the Nachiketa and the Lord Death, Yamadharmaraja. So there, when discussion comes, Nachiketa asked to Dharmaraja, please teach me, Yamadharmaraja, please teach me that highest supreme truth, what is there if you know. Then Yamadharmaraja telling that even this question is asked by the Devas before, and they also tried to know it. But what happened suddenly? Nahi Sugneyam, they could not able to get it. They are not able to receive all of them. It is very difficult. Why? Because it is very, very, very subtle subject. Sukshma. Anuresha dharma. Because the dharma, the nature of the Atma, here dharma word is used for Atma's nature. So dharma. What is the dharma of the fire? To be hot. What is the dharma of the fire? To burn. So dharma. So dharma is their essential intrinsic nature. See, dharma word is used. That's why I told you from different angles. So it is telling about the Atma's dharma is very, very subtle. Now, dharma word I am using and quoting many things. What exactly the meaning of the dharma word? Dharma word. So, how it came? It is told again in the Shastra. There is a general subhashita like dharma means what? Dharana dharmamityahuhu dharma dharayate prajaha yasya dharana samyuktam sadharma iti nishchayaha. This is called dharma. That's why it is called dharma. Why? Dharanat iti dharma. Dharayati iti dharma, which upholds, which supports, which gives the support like a pillar, upholding, okay, dharanat. So, dharani, that's why the earth, for the earth, Bhumata, there is another name is called dharani, dharani, because it is holding, supporting the entire this, creation, bhumi, human beings, plants, mountains, rivers. So dharanat iti dharma iti atyahu. And all the prajas, the people are supported by the dharma. They should wear, they should practice this dharma. So because yasmat dharanam samyutam. So wherever there is a upholding of the values is there, so that is called sa dharma. It is iti uchyate. Okay, very simple, nice definition. Now we'll take the Taittiriya Upanishad, which tells about this actually the values what a human being should follow. Many of us know, maybe we heard, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Matrudevo Bhava Pitrudevo Bhava Acharya Devo Bhava Atiti Devo Bhava. These are the dictums. These are the indicators. What? Satyam Vada. Speak the truth. Dharmam Chara. Follow the path of Dharma. Consider your mother as the goddess. Consider your father is like a god. Consider your teacher is like a god. Consider the guest, treat him as like the god. Who doesn't want these values? If any religion, any part of the world, if they deny, they are not human beings. Where is the question of religion here? Where is the partiality here? So beautiful instructions given. Is it not good if we teach to our children and if they follow? Therefore, they are all universal. That's why these are all called values. Okay? Atma, Brahman, that is all leave it. But practically, in day-to-day life, Vedas are meant for that's why I told material prosperity and the spiritual prosperity. The human life is meant for to grow spiritually, and this is the crown of the creation. Then, if we are able to try to get that Atma Gnana, Brahma Gnana, that is the ultimate goal purpose. If that is not the purpose, then we will get lost in the middle, all these things, and we'll fight, quarrel with each other. That's why Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. It is the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams, they kept this quotation in their emblem. The meaning is whoever follows the Dharma will protect them. Dharma will protect them. That's why I said it is a varam, it is a blessing of the Vedas. And the Mundaka Upanishad tells Satyameva Jayate. The truth only will triumph. Na anrutam. The untruth, adharmam, never uh, gain victory. But doubt will come. In the world now, if you see, sir, adharmic people, unrighteous people, and criminals, they are all flourishing. Uh, uh, they are coming up. It looks like that. But don't think in that way. They will be punished. Who? Not by this local government or the judge. Their own actions will punish them. That is called dharma. There only we will talk, our Shastra talks about the law of karma based on the law of dharma. No one can escape. Whatever you sow, that you reap. You may temporarily looks like you escaped, you cheated and you are not caught. But in the hands of the dharma, the law of karma, you will be caught. As like nowadays, the every in signal, police, traffic signal, there is cameras. So even the police is not seen. If you cross and go, violate the rules of the traffic, the camera will tell, show, then the notice will come to you, fine you have to pay. In the same way, this. That's why a value is a value when the value is valued by you. So values are not the quotations to read and they are in the books or they are on the board on the walls. The value, the value is a value when the value of the value is known by you and followed by you. That's why Sanatana Dharma, value based lifestyle. When we neglect and give up these values, then our life becomes like an animalistic life. Actually, animals are not going against to the nature. They live according to the nature. Their life is programmed by the nature. That's why they cannot gain the merit. They cannot get the sin also there. They cannot exhaust their merit or sin also. Only human beings, human life, it is possible. That's why I told choice is ours. Choice is ours. Now, let us go to the second base for this dharma, Smruti Granthas. I talked about the Shruti little bit. There is a lot, but just sample I am just telling. If you understand that much is great. Enough. Smruti means later on, after listening to the Shruti and gain the knowledge of the Shruti and brought into their own experience and living in that knowledge, those human mouths, rishis, Mahatmas, wise people, whatever they told, retold again, for the sake of the people, any common person also can understand, and those books, those prescriptions are called Smruti Granthas. Vedas, of course, Shrutis we are have only four, but here 18 Smruti Granthas has available number now. 18, 1 8. Most of these Smruti Granthas are called Dharma Shastras because they talk more about the Dharma because that is very, very important. Without Dharma, you cannot attain the Brahma. Brahma means truth. A person who is not following the Dharma cannot know the Satyam truth. Unless if you don't know the Satyam, the truth, you will be caught up in the whirlpool of this transmigration. Not only that, you lead a miserable life. You cannot live happily. So Dharma Shastras, of course, they have in between assorted topics also, but mainly. Now, the base of this Dharma Shastra or Smriti Granthas, one I will take from the who is the author of this Purva Mimamsaka Sutras, the disciple of the Veda Vyasa, Jaimini Rishi, Jaimini Mahamuni. There are nearly 12,000 sutras are there. Sutras means formulas. One sentence, half sentence will give a deep meaning. They are kept in a sutra form so people can memorize and remember so they never lost. As like the for the Brahma Sutras, Nyaya Prasthanam, The Vyasa Mahamuni written 555, the Nyaya Prasthana Brahma Sutras, the discussions and related to the Brahman Supreme. Now here about the Dharma. That's why the Brahma Sutras starts with the Athato Brahma Jignasa. Here Athato Dharma Jignasa. Like in Yoga Sutras, Patanjali, if he writes, he starts with the Atha Yoganu Shasanam. So Jaimini's Dharma Sutra starts like that. In that, the first beginning itself, one small quotation, one sutra. Why I am quoting this? These all Dharma Shastras are how much important. Based on all this only our Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is not something vague just like that. The kite without the thread. No, these many things are supporting it. Authority. Chodana Lakshana Ardhaha Dharmaha. This is the sutra. Chodana Lakshana Ardhaha Dharmaha. That means Veda Vakya keeping as the pramana in teaching, and whichever they talk, keeping the Veda Vakya pramana, Veda words, and that is called Dharma. So Dharma is not just told by some, again, Jaimini or somebody on their own. Whichever is there already. So Veda Vakya pramana, whatever is said in the Vedas. Chodana means imparting or urging the Shastriya injunctions, the user manual like, and they are called pointing out, proving, those are called Dharma. Chodana Lakshana Arthaha Dharma. Okay. Now, out of these 12 Smriti Granthas mainly, for 18, Manusmriti is considered as the, again, very much authoritative, which consisting of 12 chapters and 2694 shlokas. 2694 shlokas. He says in one shloka, it is all in the poetical form. Again, all these I am quoting, remember to say the power and the value and the meaning and the purport and depth of the Dharma word. Dharmam Dharmam Kshanaihi Samchinuyad Valmikamiva Puttikaha Paraloka Sahayardham Sarvabhutan Yapīdayan. This dharma should be practiced. Gradually you practice the dharma and gather the merit or the punyam, like as the white ants bring the mud, any ants otherwise, make a hill, mud hill, and the ant hill, they do suddenly in one day. So many ants, day and night, they will keep on bring little. Like that, Shanai, he means gradually you collect and gather, save the punya, merit. That will help you to live happily in this world and as well as in the next life, in the other worlds also, you will live happily with more comfort. That's why never do any harm to any other living being. Sarva Bhutan Apidayan. Okay? Never harm to any living being. That is one value along with the quoting Dharma. Now, for a Grihastha, generally, unknowingly, without our knowledge, unavoidable, we do 5 kinds of sins every day. That is told Panchashunaha, Kandanam, Peshanam, Chulli, and Udakumbascha Marjanam. That means while uh, grinding, pounding, sweeping, washing, and burning, cooking the cooked firewood for cooking, or washing the clothes, bringing the water from the well and river. All these actions are compulsory, you cannot avoid, but there is a lot of killing of the other small creatures and animals are taking place. Now, what to do for this? To avoid the sins, to get rid of, to nullify these sins of the five kinds, Pancha Sunaha, Grihastasya, Panchayajnat Nashyanti. Pancha Mahayajnas. You have to compensate, you do Pancha Mahayajnas. What Pancha Mahayajnas means simply to understand, show the gratitude and offer the prayers and water or the food to these five uh, people, five concepts. What? Daiva Yagnam, Pitru Yagnam, Rushi Yagnam, Bhuta Yagnam, Manusha Yagnam. I am not going to elaborate them in other subjects, discussion, Bhagavad Gita and all that. We already discussed. But here just to bring, what is the Sanatana Dharma? A concept of living with the attitude of gratitude. Okay, so in this way, the Smriti Granthas are so many talks about it. Now here, one of the Smriti Granthas is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I just quoted about the Jaimini Sutra and as well as the Manusmriti. Being Bhagavad Gita is the latest Smriti. It comes under Mahabharata, but the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita we can say the Smriti Grantha. That's why in Prasthanatraya, Bhagavad Gita first, Upanishads, and then highest is the Brahma Sutra. Now, Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the Krishna Avatara at the end of the Treta Yuga and starting of just before starting the Kali Yuga, the the great teaching of the Lord Sri Krishna Bhagavad Gita given. Now the glory in this, so many things are there. Again, I am mentioning Bhagavad Gita to show that Sanatana and Dharma word. Bhagavad Gita starts with the word Dharma. The Dhritarashtra puts a question to Sanjaya. Please tell me, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. In that dharmic land of the Kurukshetra, see, Dharma Kshetre. That means where, in which land, since so many years, ancient times, the people, the kings, they were all who were all followed the Dharma, such a Dharma Kshetram, that Kuru Vamsham, Kuru dynasty, Kurukshetra. See, the word Dharma is the starting word of the Bhagavad Gita. And you know, very surprised, the ending of the Bhagavad Gita, the word is Mama. That is the last shloka uttered by the Sanjaya. Okay? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdharah Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutihi Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Mama. Mama means my. What my? So now you join these two words. Mama Dharma. My duty. So this entire Bhagavad Gita tells about as a human being after come onto this earth, what you are supposed to do, my dear. Please think. To put in nutshell, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So these two words, Mama Dharma. So every one of us should question ourselves. what is my duty. Not simply always claiming and fighting for what are my rights. You need not fight for rights. You work and do your duty. Naturally, your rights are taken care. If everybody do their duty, the rights of the other person is taken care. See the interlink. As a father, if I do my duty, my children's and my wife's rights are taken care. Same way, as a teacher, I do my duty. Your students' rights are taken care. As a students, if you do your duty, my the teachers, my rights are taken care. In this way, if this is understood properly, there need not be any constitutions and laws and this and that. Everyone can live happy. But the only problem is we have no strength. We are becoming weak because of the most materialistic way of thinking and lifestyle. Then we say it's very difficult to follow the dharma. If you follow the dharma, you cannot live. You cannot become successful. All these are all nonsense. All these are all weak-minded people's talk. So I need to speak much more about the Dharma Sanatana word from the base of the Bhagavad Gita. But for today, I am giving break here. In the second part of this Sanatana Dharma is a gift of the Vedas. We will see further and continue. ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम तत्सत्